I think I'm going to love it here.
Jenna Ortega is an American actress, a rising superstar of the new generation who is widely known for her role as the main character in the popular series Wednesday. She literally blew up social media with her incredible goth dance, winning the hearts of millions of subscribers overnight. We dedicate this video to this talented and fearless girl who got everyone talking. Wednesday Addams, how Jenna Ortega lives and how much she earns. Jenna Marie Ortega was born on September 27, 2002 in the California resort town of La Quinta on the Coachella Valley to the family of a successful businessman of Mexican descent and a nurse with Puerto Rican roots. Natalie and Edward Ortega got married at a very young age and immediately decided that their family would be big and close-knit. And their wish came true. 6 charming children soon cropped up one after the other. Mariah, Isaac, Mia, Jenna, Alaya, and Marcus grew up surrounded by love, attention, and a healthy family atmosphere. Because of such a pleasant family dynamic, Jenna's talent manifested itself at an early age. By 6, the girl knew that she would become an actress and nothing else. She was greatly impressed by the film Man on Fire starring Denzel Washington. Dakota Fanning, who played the main character's daughter in this thriller, shocked little Jenna. Her mother, in turn, showed consideration for this impulse and recorded a video with her daughter, which she then posted on Facebook. Word of mouth brought the news of the artistic girl to a casting agent, and he immediately contacted the Ortegas. At the same time, the expert did not immediately promise them mountains of gold, offering to start acting in a commercial. So Jenna first appeared on screens in an advertisement for Colgate toothpaste, talking about the importance of oral hygiene in a relaxed manner. She also appeared in TV commercials for McDonald's and Burger King. After 2 years of auditions, the first offers for film and television roles finally started to come in. Jenna's debut was working in episodes of the TV series Rob with Rob Schneider as the lead, CSI NY, and Days of Our Lives. In 2013 came more experiences as she starred in feature films, including James Wan's Insidious Chapter 2 and the superhero movie Iron Man 3. In the latter, Ortega played a small role as the vice president's daughter, but it was a confident step into the future. Then, the young actress starred in the miniseries Dead Time Stories, the family comedies The Little Rascals Save the Day, and The Cookie Mobster, the series Rake, Know-It-All Nina, and several others, and voiced the animated series Over the Garden Wall. But her first major role was in the television series Jane the Virgin, where Ortega played the main character as a child.
Bien. Ahora haz que se vea como nueva otra vez. Vamos, anda, trata.
I can't.
Así es. Nunca puedes volver atrás, y eso es lo que sucede cuando pierdes tu virginidad.
In 2015, Jenna starred in the TV series Richie Rich, where she got the role of the main character's girlfriend. And even though critics pulled the Netflix creation to pieces, from that moment, lead roles were now within her grasp. Next, the young actress appeared in the massively mixed-up middle school mystery, and afterwards, but another project made many critics look attentively at this petite brunette. For 2 years, she acted in the comedy series Stuck in the Middle as the main lead. It is noteworthy that the Disney Film Company seems to have chosen its script specifically for Jenna. The thing is that Harley Diaz, whose story we follow, comes from a big family, and as the title states, Diaz finds herself stuck in the middle as the middle child. Jenna, just like her character, was born into a large family and is the middle child. Interestingly, this series predicted the future role for the actress when her heroine said,
If my family was a week, I'd be Wednesday.
We must say that the producer's bid turned out to be successful, and Ortega received her first win at the prestigious Imagine Awards, which celebrates the positive image of Latinos in the entertainment industry. In addition, her work was highly appreciated by Disney professionals, and in 2016, she received an offer to voice one of the main characters of the animated film Elena of Avalor. The role of Princess Isabel brought her not only several awards and nominations, but also a lot of young fans. Success with this audience was consolidated in 2017 when Jenna was invited to the star in the music video Chapstick by popular American blogger and singer Jacob Sartorius. Besides the video being very emotional, tender, and cute, it received considerable support in the media and gained great popularity. At the same time, rumors about the relationship between Jenna and Jacob were gaining traction among the public. It is unknown for certain whether this relationship was reality or fiction made up by PR people. On the list of the young talent's potential boyfriends were actors Isaac Presley and Asher Angel. Nevertheless, the girl herself denied all the relationships attributed to her so far. In general, she guards her personal life zealously and asks her fans to be understanding of that. In 2018, the film Saving Flora with Jenna in the lead role was released.
Bend down, Flora. Come on, girl. There you go.
Oh.
It's a little rocky, so move around.
In the center of the plot is an old circus elephant, which they plan to get rid of because she can no longer perform in front of the public. Then the resourceful daughter of the circus director played by Ortega decides to save her pet and goes on a long journey with her. The following year, the actress starred in the psychological thriller TV series You.
Can you believe she put that spy software on my phone?
Shit.
You sure it was her?
Who else would it be?
So you're not gonna tell her you know?
Obviously not. It's way more useful if she thinks it's still working.
This is what I get for trying to out-tech a teenager.
Her character appeared only in the second season and was an annoying, sometimes strangely behaving girl, Ellie. In 2020, Jenna took part in the comedy horror film The Babysitter Killer Queen. Having played one of the main roles, the shooting was a big source of stress for the young actress. When she joined the team, everyone was already well acquainted with each other and she had to overcome awkwardness and panic attacks. In the same year, the miniseries home movie The Princess Bride was released, which was filmed by the actors on their smartphones during the lockdown. In addition, Jenna was noted for her work in the animated science fiction series Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous, voicing a character named Brooklyn. In 2021, 2 films were released. Yes Day, in which such masters as Jennifer Garner and Edgar Ramirez became Jenna's partner on set, and the movie that discusses the pressing problem of shootings, The Fallout. The plot takes the viewer through a normal day of an ordinary 16-year-old schoolgirl, Vada, brilliantly played by Ortega.
I just said you don't even need to wear makeup.
What was that? Was that a gun?
The girl manages to hide in the toilet while there is a shooting on the school premises. She can only hear what's happening. The aspiring director Megan Park managed to not just film a drama about a sensitive topic, but also to show the psychological side of the tragedy. The crime itself takes up relatively little screen time, while the open question of how can a child cope with the horror they experienced takes focus. The film makes you think about the topic of post-traumatic stress syndrome, which isn't fully discussed in society. The filmmakers masterfully bring to fore the horror of the fact that even after huge amounts of stress like that, the world still goes on. As for Jenna, the movie showed her not only as a serious dramatic actress, but also made her look like a sensitive person. All because she had a similar experience in her life. According to her, she faced this threat in elementary school. Back then, the children were sitting in the classroom with the teacher and, in a state of shock, could only ask one thing: is this really happening? At the beginning of 2022, horror fans were not only pleased with the return of the legendary film Scream, but also Ortega's excellent work in it.
Hello?
Bonus question, Tara.
Please stop.
Do you think I made it inside your house before you could rearm?
She received a prize from the MTV Movie and TV Awards for Best Scream. The viewers had clearly longed for a high-quality slasher movie, which was reflected at the box office. With a budget of $24 million, the horror movie collected $140 million worldwide. In response to that, the filmmakers immediately announced the launch of the 6th part, which is scheduled for release in the spring of 2023. Jenna Ortega will reappear as high school student Tara Carpenter and will continue to escape from the chilling ghost face. This time, the film will take place in New York instead of Woodsboro, which should add even more dynamics and colors to the plot. Jenna is so convincing in these roles that in March 2022, another horror film with her participation was released. The American-Canadian film X, in which the actress played a lead role, was positively received by both critics and the audience, winning its fan pool. Although the film's success apparently wasn't enough for a sequel, in July another film with the actress was released. American Carnage by the master of the genre Diego Halavis revealed to the world a non-trivial plot in which harmless at first glance, elderly people become monsters.
Hey, if you were into girls, I'd try to hit that too.
Oh, yeah?
Then again, maybe I could change your mind about that. Oh, relax, bro. I'm not gonna stand in your way.
In November 2022, Tim Burton's new project Wednesday made headlines.
Since you've abandoned me here, I've been hunted, haunted, and the target of an attempted murder.
Ah, nevermore. I love you so.
The first season of the series showed the most successful start in the history of English-language Netflix shows. In the first week, the number of streams was 341.2 million. The role of Wednesday Addams was not easy for Jenna. Tim auditioned hundreds of applicants for the role and approved the actress only after she was able to show her remarkable acting talent. By the way, it happened remotely because the actress was filming in New Zealand. To the online edition, the girl came in the image she was shooting in, with a huge cut, glycerin sweat on her face, and fake blood on her hair. It was very important to the director that the main lead was similar to the actresses of silent films and could express strong emotions with just her eyes. On the set, he demanded that the girl behave as if she were a mannequin and harassed the makeup artist by checking the heroine's perfect pigtails almost with a ruler. Sometimes he lost his temper if the hair, in his opinion, didn't lie flat enough. Then he would take away the comb and make her image perfect himself. But Ortega wasn't born yesterday. She fearlessly entered arguments with the master about the role. Even mature Catherine Zeta-Jones, who played Morticia Addams, was amazed at the persistence and moral courage of the young actress. Jenna refused to use body doubles and, for the role, learned to fence, shoot arrows, and play the cello. And she also came up with her heroine's main shticks, not blinking and the dance in the 4th episode. The actress choreographed it herself. The result can be safely compared with the effect of an exploding bomb. A strange set of movements coupled with the eye acting instantly made the scene iconic. The song that young Addams danced to was called Goo Goo Muck and by the rock band The Cramps. It is noteworthy that downloads of this track on the popular Shazam platform soared by as much as 8,000% after the series' release. Lady Gaga's song Bloody Mary was also lumped with the general hype. TikTok users started posting their version of the dances using the song. In early December, the singer herself joined the viral trend by shooting a video inspired by the film. Jenna herself reaped decent benefits from her legendary dance. In just 10 days, the number of her Instagram followers soared by 10 million, and by December it exceeded 20 million, and Jenna won't stop there. In 2023, the comedy melodrama Miller's Girl will be released, in which Jenna plays opposite Martin Freeman. It will be followed by the film Finest Kind, which gave the actress an opportunity to work with such an unsurpassed professional as Tommy Lee Jones. And again, it will be a thriller. Just a glance on Jenna's filmography will show that she feels a special type of love for this dark genre. The actress admits that she is fascinated by the dark world of thrillers and horrors. She explains this by the fact that she is attracted to repulsive things and events that, on closer inspection, turn out to be something completely different. And shooting in bloody horror movies helped her overcome being a scaredy cat. One day she revealed her little secret to the press, saying that as a child, she dissected dead animals that she found in the backyard of her house. By the way, Jenna continues to live in the same house and has not yet acquired her own villa on the beach or a fashionable penthouse in New York. But her whole life is ahead of her, and as of now, the girl has accumulated $3 million in her account. Given the huge hype accompanying the release of Wednesday, we can expect that the payouts of the rising star will increase. The actress's current rates are not disclosed, but it is known that the leading actors in such Netflix projects receive an average of $40,000 per episode. In case of demand for the series, they can increase up to $300,000. Income is generated not only by filming movies and TV series, but also by advertising contracts. One of them came to Jenna thanks to her diligence. From the age of 14, she kept a diary where she wrote down the advice of makeup artists and hairdressers who worked with her. The records concerning the skin and hair health got the marketers of the cosmetic company Neutrogena very interested and served as a reason for their long-term cooperation. In addition, this experience prompted the young star to try herself in a larger project. In 2021, Jenna made a name for herself as an aspiring writer. Her book titled It's All Love is already selling like hotcakes. The work is basically a selection of inspiring excerpts from the actress's life, which are presented simply and positively. The book's leitmotif is, for every downfall in life, there's a rise, and there is always an opportunity to change the reality for the better. Fans are amazed and delighted by the fact that she wrote it as a 17-year-old teenager. In 2018, the girl shared on Instagram the happy news that she received a driver's license. Then she said that all she needed was a car. But now, Jenna has her own small car park. It includes the legendary German Audi Q3 crossover in black. And there are also reports that Ortega owns a BMW M235i, the price of which averages $45,000. In addition to filming, Jenna turned her attention to acute social problems. In particular, Jenna is an ambassador of UNAIDS, the UN program to combat the spread of HIV. In addition, she protects people from discrimination based on nationality and supports children with cancer. Jenna Ortega is a rising star who is extremely interesting to watch and who undoubtedly has a great future ahead of her. She is lively, talented, and promising. However, due to the rapid rise of her career, the girl was deprived of a regular childhood and school shenanigans. Now, Jenna is very regretful that neither the prom nor the turbulence of adolescence happened to her. This is the price for popularity and success. But at the same time, she hopes that she can direct the unspent energy and emotions into creativity. In her youth, Jenna dreamed of becoming the first female president or astronaut. Perhaps one of these wishes will come true soon, albeit in movies. And have you already watched Wednesday?
Julia Roberts, How Pretty Woman Lives and Where She Is Now. The future icon of romantic comedies was born on October 28, 1967, in Smyrna, Georgia. Julia Flona was the third child in the family. She had an older brother, Eric Roberts, and a sister, Lisa. They also chose acting as a profession. All the children of the Roberts family were drawn to the big screen for a reason. Their parents were also people of art. The father of the family, Walter Grady Roberts, was simultaneously a seller of water mattresses, an actor, and a writer. Julia's mother, Betty Lou, was a parish secretary and part-time actress. Together they ran an acting school and were in a difficult financial situation by the time they had baby Julia. Coincidentally, the children of Martin Luther King attended their school, and it was he who paid the hospital bill for Julia's mother in the maternity hospital as a sign of gratitude for the attention to his children. In 1971, when Julia was 4 years old, Betty Lou filed for divorce, and the following year she moved into a new house and married theater critic Michael Motes, with whom they had a daughter, Nancy. In 1983, this marriage also broke up. Betty called her second marriage a big mistake, since her husband did not like her children from the first marriage and even used physical violence against them. As an adult, Julia has never made her memories of a difficult childhood public out of respect for her mother and stepsister, but the actress's brother, Eric, would later state that their stepfather was a monster and turned their life into a nightmare. After the mother's second divorce, the children had to go to work to make money for a living. From the age of 13, Julia worked as a waitress at a pizza place while studying at Griffin High School and Campbell College. The future celebrity was fond of playing the clarinet, took part in local beauty contests, but never won. Classmates considered her ugly and bullied her for her tall height, big mouth, and thinness. The actress is very critical of her appearance, despite the fact that she is constantly presented in various ratings of the most beautiful women in the world. Roberts said she has grasshopper legs, horse teeth, and straw for hair. With all this, she's opposed to plastic surgery and doesn't like makeup and flashy clothes. Her brother Eric played a big role in her acting career, whose success deeply impressed young Julia, and she began to participate in amateur productions. But initially her dream was to become a veterinarian, as she loved animals very much. After graduating from high school, Julia entered Georgia State University and then moved to New York with her sister to try her hand at film acting. There she signed a contract with a modeling agency and began attending acting courses. In addition, the young actress began to train her pronunciation, since her southern accent was inappropriate on the screen. Soon the girl abandoned acting courses because she didn't see any results from them and began to visit auditions. By the way, when she joined the Actors Guild of the USA, she had to change her birth name from Julie to Julia, since another actress named Julie Roberts was already registered there. The next step on the way to success was a trip to Hollywood to move in with her brother, who had already achieved success in the movies. It turned out that the American film industry didn't need another provincial actress with a specific smile, which became the first serious disappointment for the young actress. In 1987, she managed to get only a small role in the TV series Crime Story and the movie Firehouse. At first, her brother helped her a lot, and even invited Julia for a small role of his character's sister in the action movie Blood Red, which was released 3 years after filming. But soon he got tired of babysitting his sister and declared that it was time for her to take care of herself. Who knows, maybe if she hadn't gotten that kick in the rear, she wouldn't have been so successful. But young Julia then considered this an act of betrayal and even stopped communicating with her brother. Later, she took revenge on him by helping his ex-wife with a divorce lawsuit. Tabloids still write that their relationship hasn't recovered. After losing her main assistant and conquering the big screen, Julia continued to improve her acting skills by entering a dance studio and learning how to play various instruments. Without the help of her brother, the actress starred in the TV show Miami Vice. In the movie Satisfaction, Julia portrayed a girl playing in a rock band, and for this role she learned how to play drums and bass. On the set of the project, Julia met Liam Neeson, with whom she started dating. Roberts was 19 at the time and Liam was 35. This union didn't last long. The couple broke up soon after moving in together, since Julia declared that she wasn't ready for family life and immediately moved out. Also in 1988, the actress was invited for a role in the comedy Mystic Pizza, for which she had to dye her brown hair black. For this picture, the actress, who is gaining popularity, received $50,000, and the next role of Julia Roberts in the 1989 Steel Magnolias made both critics and viewers talk about her as one of the most promising actresses in America.
My reception, ferns, dancing, tons of people, every pink flower west of the Mississippi, wedding cake in the dining room and the groom's cake.
In this film, Julia played a minor but memorable role of a diabetic girl preparing for a wedding. The film became a blockbuster, collecting $80 million in America. Robert received $90,000 for her performance, a Golden Globe Award, and an Oscar nomination in the Best Supporting Actress category. By the way, Julia met a new boyfriend on the set, Dylan McDermott, who proposed to the girl, but the wedding never took place. In 1990, Julia took part in the movie Flatliners, which brought the actress $500,000 and a new lover, Kiefer Sutherland, with whom she even got engaged. The actor was the reason for Julia's breakup with her previous boyfriend. They were supposed to have the wedding of the year, but meanwhile tabloids caught Julia with a close friend of Kiefer, Jason Patrick. However, this wedding was not destined to happen since the girl broke off the engagement 3 days before the ceremony, running away with the groom's friend to Ireland, for which she was given the nickname Runaway Bride, which she will confirm more than once, abruptly ending relationships. Also in 1990, Julia Roberts starred in many girls' favorite movie, Pretty Woman.
Oh, honey. You know what's happened? I've got a runner in my pantyhose. I'm not wearing pantyhose.
It's one of the most famous romantic comedies, which has become a classic. The original title of the film was $3,000 because it was the amount agreed upon by the main characters, and Vivian, played by Julia, was supposed to be a drug addict and die of an overdose at the end of the film, according to one screenplay, or go to Disneyland with a friend in an alternative ending. But the director remade all the dark scenes and added a happy ending. During the preparation for filming, Julia spent a lot of time with director Gary Marshall's wife, who ran a free clinic on Hollywood Boulevard in order to learn how to behave like Vivian. It's interesting that during the filming of an intimate scene with Richard Gere, the young actress was so nervous that a vein popped out on her forehead. It was visible on camera, so the director and Gere had to massage the actress's forehead. In the scene where Vivian watches old comedies, they had to tickle Julia's heels to achieve genuine laughter from the actress. Julia's dog was present at the shooting. It didn't appreciate the romantic scene between Julia and Richard and started barking, so the scene had to be reshot several times. The actors also had a very busy schedule, and Roberts didn't have time to eat. Eventually she became ill and fainted. Then Marshall helped her again, feeding the actress tuna. Another fun fact, on the Pretty Woman poster, there's only Julia's head, and the body belongs to her understudy. Apparently, Roberts had no time for shooting posters. Pretty Woman was a huge success all over the world, and although critics reacted somewhat cool to the picture, it earned about $180 million only in the United States, bringing Roberts a second Oscar nomination as Best Actress and a second Golden Globe. The actress's earnings for the movie amounted to $300,000. Roberts' success made her a real movie star and allowed her to increase the levels of her fees. In 1991, the thriller Sleeping with the Enemy was released, for which she was paid $1 million. which made 23-year-old Julia the youngest actress to receive a 7-figure fee.
Listen, there's only one more thing I'm going to ask. Only one thing I want to know. Do you have a name?
In the same year, the film Dying Young, starring long-haired Julia, was released, where her fee was $3 million, as well as the fairy tale of Peter Pan Hook, for which the actress was paid $7 million. Meanwhile, she had a fleeting affair with James Foley. In the following years, the actress starred in the movie The Player and the thriller The Pelican Brief that brought Roberts $8 million.
You mean you skipped class and ignored me for a week and now you're throwing it away? Let me see it.
Don't laugh. It was ludicrous of me to think that I could solve it.
The image of Darby Shaw was written specifically for Julia Roberts. She immediately agreed to the role after reading the book. Also in 1993, Julia herself proposed to country singer Lyle Lovett after dating him for only a few weeks. There was a wedding, but the couple lived together only for 2 years and then peacefully divorced on their own initiative. The actress's next project was a 1994 action movie with elements of drama and comedy, I Love Trouble. Fun fact, the main character jokes about Julia's character, Sabrina, saying that he liked the article where she portrayed a prostitute, which was a reference to Pretty Woman. In the next few years, Julia starred in the films Pret-a-Porter, Something to Talk About, Everyone Says I Love You, Michael Collins, and Mary Riley, which brought the actress $8.5 million. In 1996, Julia took part in the famous and highly rated TV show Friends, on the set of which she began an affair with Matthew Perry, but the actor was using drugs, so they quickly broke up, since it was unacceptable for Julia.
Excuse me. Is your name Chandler?
Yes it is.
Chandler Bing.
Do you know me, or are you just really good at this game?
I'm Susie Moss.
Soon Julia found love again. It was the actor Daniel Day-Lewis, with whom she was going to star in Shakespeare in Love. They met several times in London, but when the actor refused the role, their relationship ended. In those years, the lovable actress had relationships with Ethan Hawke and her personal coach, Pat Minocchia, which also ended quickly. In 1997, 2 films were released at once, which significantly made Julia Roberts richer. It was Conspiracy Theory with a fee of $11 million and the drama My Best Friend's Wedding, which brought the actress $12 million. Julia personally selected the actors for this movie, choosing Cameron Diaz and Dermot Mulroney.
Right off, I have this monstrous favor to ask you.
Excuse me?
My best friend Angelique shattered her pelvis line dancing in Abilene over spring break. Be my maid of honor?
What?
This period was extremely successful for Roberts, whose movies certainly became box office hits, and everyone wanted her for the main role. Soon the actress found a new admirer, Benjamin Bratt. As Julie admitted, she fell in love with the swarthy, handsome man at first sight when she saw him on the street. The couple was together for 4 years, and the guy was given the nickname Mr. Roberts by the media. In 1998, the actress appeared in the TV series Murphy Brown and the movie Stepmom, and a year later in an episode of Law & Order. In general, 1999 was rich in both fees and movies. The actress, along with Hugh Grant, starred in the drama Notting Hill, where she demonstrated her talent for improvisation. The scene in which Anna, Julia's character, chastises a noisy company of men in a restaurant wasn't from the script. An interesting coincidence, the fee for her character's last picture is equal to the amount paid to Julia for shooting in the film, $15 million.
Turn over 4 TRSs and tell them we need radar feedback before the KFTs return at 1900. Then inform the Pentagon we'll need Black Star cover from 1000 through 1215. And if you say one word about how many mistakes I made in that speech, I'll pelt you with olives.
For this work, Julia was nominated for a Golden Globe. Meanwhile, another film was released in which the actress allegedly played herself. It was Runaway Bride.
I don't know. I frankly, I don't even want to talk about it.
Me neither.
On the set, Julia worked with director Gary Marshall again. Roberts used to entertain his grandchildren with a platypus face, which he liked so much that he used it in the frame of the film. By the way, Julia agreed to the shooting on the condition that it would be a single film without a sequel, since she didn't want to star in sequels. In 2000, Erin Brockovich was released, which became a real triumph for Julia.
I'm doing this for us. I know it's hard for you to understand, but
Don't you want Mommy to be good at her job?
It not only became a box office hit, but also brought the actress an Oscar, a BAFTA award, and a third Golden Globe, as well as an Actors Guild award. The fee amounted to an unprecedented amount at that time, $20 million, making Roberts the first actress to cross this milestone. By the way, Julia is left-handed, but her character is not, so the actress had some difficulties on the set, for example with signing papers. The actress appeared at the Oscar ceremony wearing one of the most expensive dresses to have ever been worn at this event, which cost her almost $100 million. The following year on the set of The Mexican, Julia met her current husband, Daniel Moder, a cinematographer who was married at that moment. Julia was paid $5 million for the movie. Next, Ocean's 11 came out with a payout of $10 million.
You're 30 seconds late. I was about to send out a search.
Hello, Tess.
What are you doing here?
And America's Sweethearts, in which Julia refused the main role in favor of a minor role, but it did not prevent her from earning $15 million. In 2002, Moder and Roberts got married, which came as a surprise to everyone. It was even rumored that Roberts paid an impressive sum to Daniel's ex-wife so that she would agree to speed up the divorce. Very little is known about the wedding ceremony. Julia was wearing a pink cotton dress, and Moder was wearing a shirt with a frill collar. Later, the actress admitted that she and Danny made matching tattoos with each other's initials shortly before the wedding, but the letters are located where no one will see them. Later, the couple settled in a luxurious mansion in Malibu with a tennis court for $9.5 million. In that year, Julia starred in the films Full Frontal, Grand Championship, and George Clooney's directorial debut, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, in which the actress agreed to act for friendship's sake for a symbolic $250,000. The next film, released in 2003, brought the actress as much as $25 million. It was the drama Mona Lisa Smile.
Joe. Hello.
How are you?
Great. Thank you so much for this. You're a pal.
It's a pleasure. Your timing is perfect.
This was followed by the sequel, Ocean's 12, which made Roberts richer by $5 million.
Is call Marcus and have him get a hold of Louise so we can make arrangements to send someone down there to get it. He's home now, right?
Oh,
Marcus.
I need to talk to Marcus.
By the way, during the filming, the actress was pregnant with twins. Next came the movie Closer with a payout of $20 million. In the same year, Julia gave birth to a boy, Phineas Walter, and a girl, Hazel Patricia. The actress was warned by doctors that due to poor blood clotting, there was a high risk of death during childbirth, which came prematurely, but fortunately it turned out fine. In 2006, Roberts made a deal with the famous designer Gianfranco Ferré and starred in his advertisement for a new collection of sunglasses. For it, the actress was paid $5 million. After a short break in 2006, Julia voiced the cartoon Charlotte's Web and Aunt Bully. This was followed by the movies Charlie Wilson's War, for which the actress was nominated for a Golden Globe, and Fireflies in the Garden, which was directed by Julia's husband Daniel. In this film, Julia played the mother of Ryan Reynolds' character, although in real life she is only 9 years older than her on-screen son. But the on-screen pregnancy was real, and soon the family had a younger son, Henry. But the actress didn't rest for long, and already in 2009 she was in business, starring in the film Duplicity for $15 million. And a year later in Valentine's Day, which brought another $3 million. In the same year, another bestseller was released, the biographical drama Eat, Pray, Love.
I just spent some time in Rome, and I came here feeling so great. Now here I am at the source, and I feel more disconnected than ever.
Roberts bought the rights to the film adaptation of the novel of the same name herself and played the main role there. By the way, after filming, in an interview the actress admitted that she is a Hindu like her husband, and they periodically visit Hindu temples with the whole family. In the same year, an advertising video of the Lavazza coffee brand was released with Julia. For the role without words in the 45-second video, the actress was paid $1.35 million. At the same time, Roberts was announced as the face of the Lancôme brand. The actress was offered a unique contract for the company, 5 years of cooperation and $50 million. The following year, the actress voiced the romantic comedy Love, Wedding, Marriage, and starred in the film with Tom Hanks' Larry Crowne. And in 2012, she played the evil queen in the family fantasy movie Mirror, Mirror.
Bread is meat. Less is more. Blah, blah, blah. Commoners love a good metaphor. Just go sell it.
Bread is meat.
At first, Roberts, as said in an interview, was 1,000% against this film and considered starring in it a terrible idea, but after meeting with the director, she changed her mind. The actress said that her costumes were very heavy and made it difficult for her to move, and she even pulled a muscle by turning too quickly, and filming had to be suspended. Moreover, the actress's children were hiding under voluminous ball gowns, but still between takes, Julia decided to take them away so that they would not hear her character's speech and would not be afraid. The children, although interested, didn't watch that film so that they would not find the character of their mother unpleasant. By the way, the transformation of Roberts into an old witch with a poisoned apple was kept a secret until the release of the film. At this time, a tragedy happened in the actress's family. Julia's half-sister Nancy died. The cause of death was an overdose on medications, and a suicide note was found next to the body, in which Nancy told all about her relationship with her half-sister on 3 pages and accused Julia of driving her to suicide. She blamed the beautiful sister for the fact that she had caused mental trauma by making fun of her for her obesity. In 2013, Julia joined the Gucci charity program, in which she paid special attention to the problem of harmful smoke that is breathed during cooking. The actress plans to replace bad stoves with working ones in poor areas of Africa. A year later, Roberts became the face of Givenchy, presenting herself in a new unusual image, strong and determined, without styling and almost without makeup. By the way, the actress prefers to lie down when makeup is applied to her, as she believes that in this way the results look more natural. In the next few years, the actress starred in the films August, Osage County, The Normal Heart, Secret in Their Eyes, Money Monster, and Mother's Day. The latter brought Julia $3 million, and the family drama Wonder brought her a fee of $6 million.
Open your eyes.
No! You finished your thesis?
Let's get drunk.
In 2018, the actress took part in the TV series Homecoming, for which she received another $600,000, and in the drama Ben is Back. In 2019, Roberts became the face of the Italian brand Calzedonia, and in 2020, Chopard released a promotional video of Happy Sport watches starring Julia, in which she is carelessly dancing and enjoying life. A few releases are expected in the following years: the drama series Gaslit about the Watergate scandal, the romantic comedy Ticket to Paradise, and the drama The Friday Night Knitting Club, based on the book of the same name by Kate Jacobs. By the way, Julie is the most famous knitter in Hollywood. She comes up with complex schemes and can knit anything from a scarf to a coat or a bag. At home, she has a whole workshop for different types of needlework, and she carries yarn with her to set so as not to sit around in her free time. Interestingly enough, all the years that Julie has been married to Danny, their marriage has been predicted to end soon. For example, in 2018, the actress was not seen in the company of her husband for almost 9 months, but the paparazzi still managed to catch the couple while walking on the beach. And after that, the actress herself shared cute family photos with followers. And last year, the couple celebrated their 19th anniversary of their wedding. On this occasion, the actress shared a photo which showed that over the years the feelings have not weakened. Recently, the 50-year-old actress has been acting less and even said that due to her life experience, she will no longer act in romantic films. She spends a lot of time with her loved ones on a ranch in New Mexico with a house with an area of 8,000 square feet. Julia has a small farm where she raises chickens, and she has only organic vegetables and fruits on her table, since the star also manages the vegetable garden herself, and even knows how to drive a tractor. The celebrity emphasizes that her family comes first, and she tries to protect her children from journalists as much as possible. This year, the twins turned 17, and only in honor of this, happy parents shared rare pictures of the children. Nowadays, Julia Roberts' fortune is $250 million, and she earns from $20 to $30 million a year from films and advertising. The actress is rumored to have insured her famous smile for as much as $30 million. The actress prefers to invest money in real estate. At various times, she purchased several houses in Hawaii. She sold one of them with a 50% discount for $16.2 million, The other one, with a view of the Pacific Ocean, sold for $17 million. Another Snow White penthouse, which Roberts decided to say goodbye to, is located in Manhattan, with an area of 6,500 square feet and a view of New York. This sold for $4.5 million. Julie also has a house in Malibu, which she rents out for $10.5 thousand a month. Inside, the walls and ceilings of wood are painted white, which along with the large windows creates a sense of space, and the actress sold another house in a cozy ranch style for $8 million. In 2020, the actress purchased a 5-story house in San Francisco, built in 1907 and renovated. The mansion has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, an office, a modern kitchen, a dining room, and several places to relax. And a few years ago, Julia bought a house with a skate park for her children next door to their main mansion in Malibu. The celebrity owns a Mercedes GL320 CDI and a Toyota Prius, and last year an announcement appeared in Kazakhstan about the sale of a 33-year-old Rolls-Royce that used to belong to the actress. The fact of owning a car by Julia Roberts increased the price of the car to as much as $7 million, although it cost no more than $2 million. Now Julia's popularity, as well as the amount of fees, is not waning. She is still in demand, although she does not try to act too often. Do you like the pretty woman, Julia Roberts? If you like the video, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything interesting.